All right. Well, Baylor did what they had to do to win. Made a big shot there. My hat's off to Lester Medford. He really made a. That shot has to go in, and we had somebody challenging. I thought Aaron got a good contest on it, but it was just a tough defensive assignment for him. But I'm proud of how our kids competed, how they came back and fought to give us a chance. Any questions?
Coach, Todrick was matched up on Prince an awful lot in this game. Gave up 4 inches, but still, I thought he did an excellent job defensively. Comment on that?
Yes, I'm glad you brought that up because I thought we did a good job for the most part defensively. We had you look at the stat sheet though, they shot 50%, 45 from threes. We really didn't do as well as I thought, but I thought he did a good job. They're a very well-rounded team, very deep team, and they have a lot of weapons, a lot of people that can make shots. As you can see, when you look at their box scores, everybody made a field goal except except Wainwright, but the rest of them played pretty good. We need to find a way to get Norris and other people game. But you're right. I thought defensively, Todrick did a good job. I thought we kept letting them. We couldn't stop them from ducking in on us. That was a tough assignment for our guys. We played better defensively today than we have in 3 games.
Coach, Justin only played 8 minutes today. What was kind of went into that, and just kind of where's he at?
Well, he didn't practice yesterday or the day before. He had his foot stepped on, and when he first went in the game, he was favoring it. So I was like, well, then at the end there, I said, well, can you play? He said, Coach, I can play. So I said, let's go then. And so he said, I think that was, and he was a big lift for us. Heck, look what he did in just a few minutes. He was there. At 8 minutes, he got to the free throw line. He got 1 rebound. So he did some good things.
What did you think about your guys' performance on the boards today?
Well, I thought we battled one of the best rebounding teams. There's 2 good rebounding teams we've gone up against in Kansas State and Baylor and out-rebounded them. So we're doing the job on the boards. Even though we didn't get much out of a couple guys on the boards, I thought some of the guys we count on the boards. But otherwise, we did a good job. Especially Todrick. He was huge, 7 rebounds, and Zach is always outstanding. Kid really, he's got great heart, great hustle to knock down that shot there, to give us the tie. And I'm just proud of how they played and how they competed. We're getting better. It's just we're playing against some very good teams.
Coach, Williams said that he's feeling a lot more confident. How nice is it to have his confidence back and playing like his usual self?
Well, he's did it with his defense, and that's what he has to do. It's good to have him back. He got 2 steals tonight. He had 3 steals. So he's understanding that I can do some other things to help the team win. But, yeah, him being able to get to the free throw line and make shots, that's why we were in the game, I think, because he was able to knock down some shots and get to the free throw line. But both he and Todrick had about 3 or 4 wide open threes that just didn't go down for them. If they make 50% or they make 3 out of 7, and if Todrick makes 1 out of 3, we probably win the game.
Coach, how big of a factor was the middle of the first half and the turnovers, and you guys weren't able to establish a lead or anything then?
It's horrible. You can't turn the ball over against good teams and then keep trying to come back. It was just a flurry of. And poor Norris, 4 turnovers in 19 minutes and 1 rebound. Just was a horrible day for him. And we're trying to educate him and tell him that this is what people are seeing. That's why you're getting double teamed. They saw you turn it over 3 times in the last game like this. So let's get smart and do what we've been telling you to do. Pass the ball. Play inside out. But when I think 2 of them he turned over trying to dribble. And one thing we don't allow post players to do is dribble in the post. But I think he was trying to do more, that's all.
Coach, what'd you do differently at the start of the second half to get yourself back into the ball game and keep them from scoring?
I don't know, really. I thought we started to do a little trapping on the pick and rolls, trying to take the ball out of Lester Medford's hand. I think that helped. Now you got to go to your other options. I think then Scott does a great job. Right at the end there, we probably should have trapped. Medford then. We had been doing it up until that point, but it's a tie game, and probably should have made someone else beat us, throw it back. But he hadn't made a three all day. And so. But it's just a tough matchup for us. That's what we try to do in the second half, is just pick it up. And once you score a couple baskets, you get energized and you can get into our press. So we extended our defense a little more and trapped the pick and roll.
In the end of the game, you subbed out Keenan and had Todrick into the point guard. What do you like having him kind of running the offense for you?
Well, I wanted some rebounding, some physicality. He brings a little more of that at the time, and a bigger guy pressuring their point guard. So that's basically what we're trying to do at the time. Nothing against nothing against Keenan or Devin, but they're not as tall, and I wanted a little more size, a little more ball pressure, and better rebounding. And Todrick is, I know he has struggled there, but we needed him in there, and certainly he gets fouled on the three, so it kind of helped. And we needed scoring too, because Keenan was really struggling shooting the ball. He was 2 for 7, 0 for 2, and just is really struggling. So we felt like we needed some offense at the time because we were behind.
Coach, losing a heartbreaker today and fourth straight loss. Is there a danger of this team just getting down on itself?
No, this team they're pretty solid people. They're pretty, they know we're playing some pretty good teams, and they're doing the things we ask them to do. There are times when you have the turnovers, you wonder where that comes from, and but otherwise they're working extremely hard, and I don't think they'll get down. I think they'll respond the right way, knowing we've got to go to Fort Worth and play a tough TCU team.